Good morning. Yes, we have the Fimi X8 SE 2022, gray edition. And we've had some updates. And the big story now is 48 megapixel camera image on photos. Is it an advancement or is it just an upsizing through software? Well, we shall see. Another thing I want to try here, we'll just look at the firmware. There's the firmware numbers. Okay, we've got all the latest ones and the latest app. The other thing I want to look at is somebody's mentioned that using fluorescent dumbs down the white balance a bit and gives you a little bit better image in colors. So we're going to have a look at that. So let's have a look at that, and then we're going to get into the 48 megapixel story. Okay, we're good to go. We're going to have a look at our image here. We're on average 1080p. That's what we're going to do. Okay, and the white balance there is on auto. So let's get it up in the air and take a little video and see what happens. Here we go, and up it goes. There we go. Okay, let's get it up a little bit before we start this video. There we go. We're going to go up. Nice blue sky, a little cloudy. We're going to go up to about 35 meters or so and turn around. Let's turn around a little bit so we face the other way where we've got the sun behind us. Okay, there we go. You can drop that camera a little bit and have a look at the house. Okay, let's back it up a bit. And we can go up a little bit higher. Okay, let's just start the video here. This is 1080p, and we're going to bring that camera up a bit. I'm going to fly forward and backwards, looking at this little lake over here. I'm going to go fly forwards and have a look over at that lake. We're up at 42 meters. And there's the lake over there. And that's going to be, let's see if we can get some more of the sky in there. There we go. Okay, turn around a bit. And we're going to come backwards. Follow that truck. There we go. And there's the house again. Okay, stop that video. We're going to go in and we're going to change it to fluorescent. Fluorescent. And we're going to see if we can notice any difference. Here we're going to start the video again. Guys cutting trees down across the way there. We'll go towards that lake again. A little bit to the right. And do we notice any difference? Is the coloring in the trees any better? And there's that lake again. Okay. And we'll turn around a bit there. Okay. And come backwards. Okay, there we are. Let's get over the house here a bit, and we'll stop that video. Bring that camera down. So let's switch over to pictures, and we're going to look at what we have here for sizing. We have 12 megapixel. Everything's on auto. We'll take a 12 megapixel camera image right here. Okay, and we're going to take the exact same picture in 48. And it will not keep that setting once we restart. Okay, go back and we'll take a picture. Take a picture. We'll study those two pictures. Let's go back to video. Okay, we'll go up. There we go. Can we turn around? And we have lots of battery. So during this little fly around here, and we'll go around the lake. Okay, take a picture, and I'll have a little discussion here. Maybe I'll throw up some images. There we go, starting the video again. So let's go out here. Let's get up a little bit higher there on the, there we go. Okay. Now the 48 megapixel image is an 8,000 by 6,000 pixel image, and it's 4:3 format. And the 12 megapixel is a 4:3 format, but it's 4,000 by 3,000, which is half the size, basically. Even though 12 megapixel and 48 megapixel are 4 times as big, I guess. But the actual image is only about twice the size. Anyway, regardless of that fact, what happens is, if you take a 12 megapixel image and you just simply increase it to 8,000 by 6,000, the two images look identical. Identical. So you're not really getting a better image, it's just doing the processing for you. So the software in the Fimi app, or the camera, whatever, is doing the sizing for you. You're not really getting any better image quality, you're just getting a bigger picture of the same image. So there you go. And we're flying around there, and we'll see what happens. Now remember, this Fimi X8 SE 2022 is over 250 grams. So I have to have a pilot certificate, which I do. I have to register it, which I have. And I am limited to the regulations of CARS 900 to 400 feet or 122 meters. But if I have a sub 250 drone like the Mini, I'm not restricted legally by that limit. Okay, so with the SE, the X8 SE, I am limited to 122 meters. And yet, if I encounter a building or structure that is in my path at 122 meters, I'm allowed to go 100 feet higher, or 30 meters. Okay, that's a structure or building, not land. And this is all from AGL, which is at ground level. So if I take off halfway up a mountain and fly out across the valley, and the valley ends up being 500 meters deep, I'm still within legal limit because I'm less than 122 meters from my takeoff point. Not a problem, okay? But I can't go higher than 122 meters from my takeoff point. Then again, if I had a Mini, I would be able to, technically. Is it advisable? Not really, because if the RCMP or Transport Canada inspector ever really came out and questioned it, they'd get you under the clause of 900-6, which says, fly safe, don't be an idiot. And the fact that you're over that height could be interpreted as not flying safely. Okay? So there you have it. We've flown around the lake a little bit here, and we'll go around the other way. And this is all 1080p. A couple of weeks ago, excuse me, a couple of weeks ago this was all brown, no leaves, and now we have leaves. Okay? Tons of leaves on the trees, and the X8 SE does a pretty good job of video. So that's about it. Let's come home, and maybe I'll have a little discussion at the end about all this. But as I said, the 48 megapixel issue, it's the big thing that Fimi put out. Not really such a big thing. It's the same image, just bigger. Really. I mean, my eye really can't discern the difference. And I'm sure many people can't. And when you view it on your PC or your phone or tablet, you're not going to notice the difference. If you print it, well, how big are you going to print it? You know, the quality of the Fimi X8 SE camera is not professionally up there. So you're not going to be printing anything, you know, poster size. Not with this camera. But it is a 48 megapixel image, but it's not the best quality. Okay, so let's come home and let's see where we're going. Okay. And we should be somewhere around here now. Okay, we should be just over the house. Looking back, there's the lake. And we should be almost over the house. That's across the street there. And we'll end that video and bring it down. There we go. And we're coming down.